Hey guys, you've joined us live on Moneycontrol. I'm Manisha Gupta, and one sector that has continued to see a decline for a second straight day is the metal prices. We are looking at lows because of the dollar index strength, which is back at around 102. And the other thing is the lower inflation data from China. With the producer price inflation, those numbers came in on the weaker side, and that tells you that the buying, manufacturing, factory activity hasn't really picked up so strongly as the street was anticipating. I'll start with copper, which is trading at around 4-month lows on LME and has seen a decline below $8,400 a ton as well. Remember, the copper all-time high is at around 10,480, so we are much lower from those kind of levels there. On the Comex Copper as well, we are trading at an 18-week lows right now, 3.8, just about holding in the markets there. The prices have seen a decline because the LME inventories have risen. I have been telling you on how the LME inventories have been at 56,000 tons, which has been the lowest since 2005. So the LME inventories right now are at 76,000, so a bit of a gain up there. And then China copper imports have declined by more than 12.5% for the month of April. So China is buying less, LME inventories are increasing, and the Peru production, which had shut or declined because of wage negotiations and labor strikes, also seems to be coming back. And Peru production for the month of March gained up by more than 20%. So higher inventories, higher production, weaker demand is all weighing onto the copper prices. Aluminum is another one. That one is trading at a 7-month lows. We've seen prices break below 2260 a ton onto this one. China aluminum output has increased by 3.5% in the first 4 months of this year. China, remember, produced record high aluminum in 2022 as well. So here as well, we are looking at inventories increasing. The other metal that you need to keep an eye on is nickel. That one is trading at a 7-month lows, barely holding $22,000 a ton right now in the street there. Zinc has been an underperformer. We've seen 26-month lows come in for the zinc prices. It's seen a low of around $2,600 a ton. And here as well, when you look at the China zinc output, that has increased by nearly 9% for the month of April on a year-on-year basis. There are enough zinc inventories. Even if there are not, the demand is clearly not picking up. There is lower steel demand, lower galvanization demand, and that is what has led the zinc prices to decline by nearly 3% in this week itself. Not just zinc, you have copper, which is down 5% on the week, aluminum is down 3.5%, and the bigger cut or a decline comes in for nickel, which is down by 9% in the week. The street will watch out for the fact on the kind of data that we see coming in from the US for the next week now. Until then, the expectation is that we are on the charts as well on a weaker note here. You could be looking at lower lows continuing into the market at least for this 1 month before we see any recovery coming back.